just like this, it's now streaming on YouTube. And then another like example of how it's highly customizable, everything's so integrated in the platform, and you have so many you can like display so much, is that like once you're already streaming, you can actually have like your chat window or like the pop-up within OBS. Then I'll also get to demonstrate how you can add a source by doing that. So then we are streaming, so it should pop up here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so here's a live stream and then the pop-out chat. This link right here, we can use it to integrate like the chat directly into like our live stream. So then I'll get to demonstrate how to add a source. So to add a source, like your video, your screen, or anything, you press this plus button. And then for this is browser because like the chat is part of like the YouTube. It's like a website. So then we put the link right here and maybe just this so that like when it starts sub streaming and it catches on to the chat, it'll work. And then yeah, so right here we have the chat like in this bottom right corner. And then so if I was streaming that like the actual stream would be able to see the chat like on my stream. And yeah, so it's so easy to stream, so easy to like integrate like all this sort of stuff on your platform and like customize it. I think that's the strength of like the platform and like so many accessible like settings and stuff. And for OBS, the recordings are primarily local. They don't go like to the cloud and stuff. I think it's more easily accessible than like Zoom because you don't have to go to like their specific hub and like where they store the folder. And you can just choose like where to store stuff. Like mine is storing in documents and OBS. And it does not rely on cloud storage. It gives users more control over file management, privacy, storage location. It's especially useful when recording long sessions, high quality videos, or content that needs to be edited later using video editing software. Like in contrast to Zoom, one difficulty I had was that when I would record and like it took me like multiple tries, but I like what I had so far. It's hard to go in and like edit it and like combine like the two recordings and stuff because it's in like that folder system, so you can't really like link it. It's kind of like a one and go sort of thing when this is like more high quality and customizable and yeah. And yes, like while Zoom is ideal for meetings and quick lecture recordings, OBS is superior for planned recordings where production quality and customization are important. And it definitely takes the cake with live streaming, like on YouTube and Twitch. Like when you first go onto here, it already had like Twitch loaded in and stuff. And that's super popular for this platform, I think. And yeah, I love how it's completely free. There's no paid subscription. And I think although there is so many settings and stuff, that there's a steeper learning curve. And I feel like the overall workflow of it is not quite as intuitive as Zoom. But I didn't have to change any settings. Everything like this was just working like it off the bat. And I think it's an excellent choice for users who want more control and are willing to invest that time. And also, like, there's no cost. And so I will start the Zoom meeting so that I can demonstrate that and directly compare it. And also, like, specific scenarios that I think this is better suited is streams such as YouTube and Twitch, tutorials in which you are like having to stop recording sometimes and you're merging the clips together and you want to edit it. You want to customize like the display like I did here. And I'm gonna remove this chat because I feel like it's blocking some of the display that we're gonna do with Zoom. And yeah, we said it's open source and that's why there's no subscription. And yeah. And some of the cons of the platform would be maybe too much customization and it kind of stunlocks you when you first go in that you don't know where to go. And so I'll start my Zoom meeting. And I won't start recording Zoom yet. I won't start recording through Zoom yet because um it does record like locally or like I would because I'm already like live streaming and recording, so wouldn't want any conflict to stop this recording. But Zoom does have an easier functionality of recording to the cloud and having it more accessible in that way. And also live streaming is pretty easy on Zoom, but without the customization that you have on OBS like this, and the chat and pop-out functionality. And start recording, you record to the cloud here, or you've recorded like locally as well. But there's like no customization at all. And um, obviously there's apart from this recording in OBS, you can also press Control or Command Shift 5, and then you can record your screen like default like that on Mac. And yeah, so some of the Zoom functionality, like other than that, for like meetings, which is what's best for, it's making breakout rooms like this. You need to be host, I learned, to be able to do this and make polls. And you have to create like the questions obviously, and then it goes into the chat. And um yeah, so that's the Zoom functionality compared to OBS and their strengths and weaknesses. I think yeah, so that's perfect. Thank you. And I'll end my live stream as well. And also this is going to be stored in the documents here for OBS, which is where I specified. And like the way you can change this is by going here into output and having changing the recording path here. And I like how it's so accessible compared to Zoom. And I think that's another pro. Thank you.